Hi, good evening. Welcome to Beer Fan TV. I hope you are well. This video is Stella from The Perfect Draft versus Stella from the bottle. So the stuff that's brewed in Belgium, shipped to the UK for Perfect Draft, and the stuff you buy from the shop. So I hope you enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe. Comments are always welcome. Let me know which one you prefer if you've done this before. And let's see how we get on. So you saw me pour the Stella from the Perfect Draft, a lovely head on it. Got that little good bit of carbonation in it. And this is the Stella that I bought from the shop. So first off, the Stella from the Perfect Draft is 5% in volume and it's shipped directly from Belgium. And this is the stuff that's brewed in the UK. It says Belgium on it, it's not. It's brewed in the UK. I think the percentage is 4.8%, 660 ml. So it's not going to be the exact same beer. I'm not really a Stella drinker outside of the Perfect Draft. Oh, that's a terrible pour, isn't it? That's a terrible pour. I don't know what I was even thinking. It's like I'm putting juice in a cup for one of my kids. But there we go. A bit of head on there. That's quite nice, actually. You look at that. Straight away, if you look at the two, I don't know if you can see that or not, but they're almost like identical, but this one looks a little bit lighter. Carbonations-wise, I'd say the beer from the bottle has got more carbonation in. But both got a decent head on top. Head's very important, guys, when it comes down to beer and life. But head on beer is very important because obviously it stops the oxidation of the beer. The minute you pour it, you have 8 minutes to drink it, apparently. That's when it's at its optimum tastiness. So the recommendation is to drink it as quickly as you can. But yeah, straight away, the beers in colour almost identical. Very slight difference in this one. This one is slightly lighter. It looks like to me anyway. I don't know if you picked that up on the camera. A little bit more carbonation as well. This has been chilled at 3 degrees. This has been in my fridge, which is a very similar temperature, to be honest. So I think, look why, let's top that up a little bit. Let's get that right the way to the top. I'm just going to top up, I think, the Perfect Draft one. There we go. Look at those two lovely beers. So I guess first of all, smell test. Perfect Draft one smells nice, smells like a lager. Oh, noticeable difference on the smell there. This one's got a much stronger smell to it. A bit of a more of a bitter smell, to be honest. And you don't tend to find, when it's a bit more bitter, the hops have gone in a little bit later in the brewing process. So this being brewed in the UK, probably brewed to UK tastes maybe. But I think, let's get a sip. I think that's probably where to start. Lovely. Smooth, easy to drink, low carbonation. When you're drinking it, you're not full of gas. Easy on the way back. The back end taste of the beer, smooth. You could just drink pint after pint of that. What about the stuff here? The stuff that's brewed in the UK. Let's have a go. Okay. Yeah, that's the Stella that I remember. Well, I never buy it in the pubs or in noticeably different taste. A noticeably different taste. Okay. So there's a more stronger. So I guess to drink, to initially sip, not offensive. It's a little bit more carbonated. You can taste that when it goes in. But back end wise, it's got this bitter sort of back end that kicks in and you notice it. There is a noticeable taste difference between the two. Noticeable taste difference. I'm getting a little bit more sort of zesty, lemony more taste with this, if I'm completely honest, where this doesn't have that. This has no, it's kind of a straight taste. There's no bitter kick at the end. There's no bitter kick. With this one though, almost knocks it over. With this one, there is a noticeable taste difference between the two. And this has got a bitter kick at the end. And it's just not as enjoyable, to be honest. Perfect Draft, way more enjoyable than this one. I'll have another sip. oh, a bit more gassy. But yeah, noticeably take that's Stella that I know here in the UK, and that's the stuff that I would never drink if I was in a pub or a bar or anything like that. Just not as nice. Got a bitter back end taste. This though, smooth. Yeah, that you wouldn't even think Stella. If I was sat with these two beers and someone had said, you know, which one do you think Stella? You know, before tasting the perfect draft stuff, I wouldn't have thought this was Stella. I'd have been like, no, this is definitely Stella. This one is something different. There's a slight colour difference. I don't think you can see it here on the camera. I don't think it really shows you. This is a bit lighter, a bit more pale. This is obviously 4.8%. It's a little bit weaker. Bitter taste. I think it's just brewed for the UK market, isn't it? I think they seem to think this is what we want to drink, when actually this is what we want to drink. So listen, look, I know this has been a bit of a whistle-stop tour of the two, but I would 100% say that if I was drinking this, the Perfect Draft Stella tastes way nicer than the shop-bought Stella in the bottle. And it wasn't even a can, it was a bottle. So I even gave it a fighting chance of being tastier than the stuff that you buy in the keg, but absolutely not. So, a few little tips, guys. I'd say one thing I have noticed, that they both lose their head around about the same sort of time. Guys, a few tips. I watched a great video last week. Those that are still watching the video, some of you might have just turned off by now, but a few little tips for you though. If you are drinking out of a Perfect Draft machine, so drink it in halves, because apparently you have 8 minutes to drink a pint from the minute it's poured. And as it oxidises, the taste of it actually changes. So if you drink it in halves, you're getting a fresh beer all the time. You've got a better chance of finishing a half in 8 minutes than you have an actual pint. And as the more you drink, the more you slow down. So halves are apparently the way forward. I thought I'd share that little tip. But listen, look, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and comment. If you've got any questions, pop them in there. But if anyone else has got a Perfect Draft machine at home and have got a keg of Stella, I highly recommend trying this, because there's a noticeable taste difference between the two. And I don't think you'd ever buy this again. I'm so happy, because I almost was going to do it with a can as well, but I would have had to have bought 4 cans. And I know, I was thinking, I'm probably never going to drink those over 3 cans. And I'm so happy I didn't. Noticeable taste difference. Buy it on the Phillips Perfect Draft. Guys, thanks for watching. Have a nice day.